We have to be able to see broader than what the world or the narrative of culture wants us to see. That and it's not all one thing. And I think we need to be able to examine it with honesty, with compassion, and with some nuance, with soberness of mind, not blindness of ideology. Again, let's take, here's another example of this. I'm just trying to examine this thought of nuance and why it's required and how we can hold two things that seem opposed to each other, but they're not. Or elements that where the world tries to pit this against this, A against B. Well, actually, some of A is right and some of B is right, and some of B is really wrong and some of A is not right either. And so it's not a zero-sum game in that way. Let's take the topic of immigration. I personally, here's my vantage point, kind of trying to be as sober-minded about this and scripturally formed as I possibly can. I think there are some great values in having secure borders for a nation without allowing sarcastic rejoicing and snide remarks at the plight, and definitely not rejoice or accept the mistreatment of immigrants in the process. In other words, I can say, let's treat people with dignity, respect, and humanity. But also, it's really important that we have secure borders. I think we could look at immigration and say it's really important that we welcome people into our nation, people who want to come in, who pass a background check, who want to be contributing citizens, who want to live and help be a part of this experiment known as the United States of America, that there needs to be easier, streamlined, clear, non-crazy ways of getting in safely and securely. At the same time, I'm not going to sit back and be racist and realize that individual laws and justice still need to be upheld in the process. So it's not all or nothing. It's not either you're always about this and never about this, because sometimes there's nuance to the truths and the realities of what a subject is. Now, I'm not trying to be a reductionist in the conversation of immigration and migrants. I think that there's a whole myriad of things that could be discussed and examined, and how much of what news reporting are accurate and how much it isn't accurate. That's a whole nother set of conversations for a whole nother day. I'm just trying to help us broaden our perspective to realize it's not always a one-size fits all, and we don't need to fall prey to the narratives of our day that require us to fall exactly along certain fault lines, because there are Christian ethics that do not follow along natural dividing fault lines of our liberal versus conservative divide.